that game, because that deck is not bad, but I don't think it's as good as some of the other ones in the end.
Nah.
It just sticks around. But if you don't draw the Fire Dog, the Flamville stuff kind of clogs up the deck a lot.
Oh yeah.
And the TG stuff is nice, but I need more Striker. If I could have traded for a second Striker, I think that deck would have actually been like infinitely better, because being able to get more synchro plays out with that would have just been great. But you know, only pulling one, it's fine, it works, but it's not the best iteration of the deck.
Ah, well. Alright, moving on to stage 6 then. I only have one deck left I haven't shown off, and I think it's time I show it off here.
Yeah, I mean, I've only got one that I can play, and it is the one that we haven't seen yet, so... all I will say is, best of luck, buddy.
That doesn't fill me with hope. Oh.
Oh, Paper Strat's not working this time. Alright,
Not
let's see it. Okay. Well, it's not super explosive on turn 1 here, we're just gonna do that.
Turn 1 explosion. Alright. Well, here we go.
Oh, it is the Lights one! I will admit, this was like the 4th deck that I expected. Again, Blackwing was the only one that you didn't play in the end that I was kind of expecting, and that's because you played the Rescue Cat and Fabled stuff separately.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's cool.
Right.
I was thinking this might come back, because my god, this deck was good.
Oh yeah, and this deck's gonna have to get me through at least the second win, so we're gonna see what that happens. Battle phase, Jane attacks the face down.
And because of the 300 boost, it's gonna get over. It is Dupe Frog.
Frog!
We do get to trigger Dupe Frog's effect. I am gonna take Swap Frog out of the deck.
Gonna field the graveyard regardless, yep. Okay, frogs. Alright. Main 2, I'm gonna set 1. End phase, mill 2.
Yep. Okay. It's 2 different names, though.
And it's not one I would like to see go, but oh well.
No, probably
I mean, that's
not
the cost of playing a deck like this, so I'm expecting it.
Okay. Could be better. Okay. I am going to discard Death Fog to special summon the Swap Fog.
There's no one other water monster, yep.
And trigger the effect of the Swap Fog here.
Yep.
Yep. So we're gonna mill... I think it's gotta be mill the Ronin Toad in here, because I think that's gonna be the main thing that might let me survive here.
Yep.
This ain't looking too great, I will admit. 1800 is a bit of a pain in the ass, I'm not gonna lie. It'd be great if I could have summoned the Death Fog, but which I guess I technically could have, but I don't think it was the play here. I am gonna banish that frog, trigger Ronin Totem.
Yep.
To special summon that. I'm gonna use the effect of the Swap Frog to put it back into hand, so I don't have that killed. And I am going to set 1, because that was the special of the Swap Frog, and end the turn at that. Not particularly what I want to see here, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
And you're doing it! Yeah, I'm gonna do it that way. Alright, I am going to set a monster face down.
Okay.
Battle phase. Jane will... I mean, you'll get more of your banished monsters, but... No, I'll attack Ronin Toad.
Okay, so that goes up to 21, Toad goes.
Alright. Main 2, I'm gonna set 1, end phase, mill 2.
Mill 2, yep. Ooh, graceful.
Graceful
But,
one.
I mean, yeah.
Oh.
Also, the Lila. That's a pretty nice one to have around. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Alright, we're gonna start with Pot of Greed.
Alright.
Okay, draw 2. You've got to be kidding me. I am going to discard Treeborn Fog to special summon Swap Fog.
Once more. Yep. Once more feeling.
Trigger the Swap Fog. With this one, I think I will actually send another Ronin Totem to the grave. I'm going to flip summon Oystermeister.
Oysterman. Yep.
Okay. We are going to. I'm actually going to bounce the Swap Frog back to hand first.
Alright.
We're going to normal summon Royal Swampio.
Shit. Alright. Yeah.
Okay. Alright, we're going to sink for 7. Has to be all fish, but that's what Oyster is. We're going to put Black Rose Dragon down.
When his current synchro summon,
okay?
destroy all the cards on the field.
Which I will be doing. Oystermeister is a mandatory effect. It will special summon a token, but that's Chain Link 1 because it's mandatory. I will be using the effect of Black Rose Dragon, and I will destroy the field.
I think I can activate this then, can I?
Yes, you can, because I'm destroying multiple cards. Yeesh.
So negate the activation, destroy the card, and special summon a Stardust Dragon.
Yep.
He doesn't get his effect from this, right?
You can use it, but it's not been properly synchro summoned, so it won't come back. But you can blank a destruction effect with it still. I do still get the token from the thing. It is statless. I don't think that's going to matter too much here.
It is a level 1 fish, so...
Yes. Yeah, that was really good. Okay, I need to... I have normal summoned this turn as well. This is looking bad.
You normal summon twice this turn, even.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I've got to try and play stuff out. I'm gonna avarice here. We're gonna have Black Rose, the 2 fishies, 1 toad, and Dupe Fog.
That's
going
fine.
back into deck. Okay, so extra 2 deck. 2 deck. This is why
Toad.
That's why I milled the second thingy out here, and then
And
Dupe to thing as well.
Stupid fun.
Draw 2. Okay, we are going to play Upstart Goblin.
Upstart, right?
So I'll draw and you gain 1,000. I think that's going to be it. Yeah, I was kind of hoping that Black Rose was going to actually resolve because my hand was not very good.
Yeah. Alright, well, I'm gonna flip summon Raiko.
That's what I thought it was.
So destroy the token and it'll meld the 3 cards.
Yep. The Saber.
And the
There it
Saber, when this card is sent from the deck to the graveyard, target a Lightsworn monster and equip it to this target.
Oh, and that's the 4th Lightsworn name as well. Uh-oh.
So I'm gonna equip it to Jane.
Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna activate Pot of Greed then.
Go for it, yep.
Well, it's not Judgment Dragon, but I will tribute Raiko.
Oh no, it's just as bad. Oh god.
With Graganith. Graganith monster.
Jesus.
So Graganith
Wow,
with 300
this is
attack
like
and defense for each Light Swarm monster.
high.
It's each Light Swarm with a different name, so it has to be different names. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So it'll.
That is game.
So
You've got lethal on board. I
that's-
mean, 25, 25, and 35. Yeah, that's game.
Yep.
That's lethal on board. And I don't have anything in defense for it. This deck is either amazing or it breaks. It's neither.
It's
like
almost nowhere between at this
it's-
point. Yeah.
Basically, there are plays I can make. I mean, that Black Rose was not terrible, but obviously Starlight Road is the absolute perfect out to that. Yeah, there's like no in between sometimes with this. It's like either you have it or you don't. But that's okay because it's the risk that you take with it. And honestly, if I lose a round or two with this, being like 4-1 in at the moment, I am okay with that.
Yeah, being 4-1, I think you can afford losing one game.
Yeah.
That's a little condescending to say. I'm sorry.
And then sometimes you open the combo on turn 1.
Oh.
Alright, painful choice.
Oh. All right.
This card is not lasting beyond this. It can't. It just physically can't. We are going to... Let me just make sure I get this absolutely right here. We are going to have Ronin. It's been a while since I've piloted this, actually, so I need to make sure I do this right. We're going to have Ronin. We're going to have Glow Bulb. We're going to have Swap Frog, Ronin, and Treeborn, I think, is the right play here.
I think the only correct answer here is Treeborn Frog.
Right, so he goes into hand, the others are...
I think, but what do I know?
I'll tell you right now, there is no right choice
Of course
here.
not.
I'm gonna use the effect of Glow Bulb. Unless you've got DD Crow exactly,
No.
there is no right choice here. We're gonna mill the top card of the deck, and of course I would have liked to have not needed to do this because this is a good extender, but whatever. We are gonna special summon the Glow Bulb.
Once per duel.
Once per duel. That's why I would have liked to have not had to do this, but I figured it's better get it in the graveyard now, just in case, you know. If you give me something like... If I only take one Ronin Toad in, you give me that Toad, and then I can't do shit. If I only take, like, the two... Like, if I take 3 Frogs, you could just give me one of the Toads, and I'm still, like, at a disadvantage hand-wise. So yeah, I think getting Bulb is fine. We're gonna banish the Swap Frog here to use the effect of Ronin Toadin. Put that on the field.
Yep.
We're gonna sack both monsters for Super Ancient Deep Sea King Coelacanth. I'm actually gonna move him in the corner because I want the board space set up here.
Oh boy.
Alright.
Yep.
And assuming that is, the summon's gonna be fine, but I'm gonna declare the effect. We're gonna discard the Treeborn Frog.
Yep.
Okay. Again, just waiting in case there's...
No, you're fine.
Right, I will try and be quick with this, but I also want to make sure that everything's
take your time.
understood as it's
Take your
going
time on
through. Because this combo can take a while, but I will go as much as I can. So we're gonna go with the 2 Oystermeister. We are going, as soon as I can find the fucking thing, we're going with Fishbowl Blaster and Abyssal King Shark is the set here. So, here is the deal. We are going to go Sink for 5. Fishborg needs to have only waters to go with, but we're going to Sink for 5. I think I've showed you this before, but this is the first time in an actual match that we're doing this. So we Sink for 5, we get TG Hyper Librarian out. We're going to use the effect of Fishbowl Blaster. We are going to discard 1 card out of hand. This is why I have 2 level 4 fish, because of redundancy. We're going to special summon the Fishbowl back. Can do that because I've got Oystermeisters in play. They are level 3 or lower waters, so we can bring this back. We're then going to use the Fishborg plus the 2 Oystermeisters to Sink for 7 and go into Gungnir, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. Right, we have 3 effects, mandatory effects on chain to go with here because the Oystermeister is activated in the graveyard. They don't get hurt by the effect negation of the Deep Sea King because that's the only luster on the field. So we're going to get the 2 tokens out. They are water level 1 monsters. The water is important for Fishborg. And then Librarian draws a card. Fishborg is not once per turn, which is why if it survives this error, I'm going to be shocked. We're going to discard another card out of our hand. We're going to special summon this thing back onto the field. And then we're going to use that with one of the water tokens here to sync for 2, which is going to be Formula Synchron. Special summon down defense. Optional plus the mandatory, basically just draw 2 cards off of this because they both have a draw 1 on them. So we will get 2 cards back up. We've still got a level 1 water monster on the field, so we will discard again, get the Fishbowl Blaster back out. And now I can start synchroning with the level 7 waters that I have here as well. We're going to bring that with Big Fishy, make the Stardust Dragon, draw a card off of the Librarian, because it's not once per turn. None of this is once per turn. That's the whole fucking point of this. We will discard. Doesn't matter what I draw, really. We're going to discard. We're going to bring out the Fishborg here. Use the Fishborg with Gungnir. It matters that it's a water specifically in this case. That's why it's not like Psychic Life Transfer or some shit. We're going to put any old level 8 out here. I've got Blackwing Dragon in the deck as my sacrificial one. This is still turn 1. Yeah, this was turn 1, like, going first. So, you know. I do have my token still in play, so I need to draw first off of the TG Librarian. That's pretty good too. We are going to pitch the Trunade, I guess. It doesn't really matter what I pitch off it there, I guess. It's going to bring out the Fishborg, and thanks to the last set, I have a level 2 monster that I can go into, the Recipro Dragonfly. So, level 2 non-tuner Synchro Monster, specifically. That's all I care about off it here. Because now I can tune 2, 4, 12, and this is how I wanted to bring out Quasar. And, of course, draw a card off of Librarian. So we've ended with the fucking nuts off of this. And I can still keep on fucking going with this here, but I don't want to waste your time any further than I need to.
Wasting my time. I'm curious to see how far you can keep going.
Do you want me to keep going? Because I have like 3 extenders in this hand I can keep going with.
I'm just curious how far you're going to be able to go with this one. Alright, so let's see here. This will be interesting. Alright, well, first, I'm going to try and activate Graceful Charity.
Yeah, go for it.
That's okay?
Yep. As good as drawing cards and stuff is off it, I don't think that's the target that I need to hit here.
Yeah. Alright, well, I'm going to discard Rinyan.
Yep.
And Garoth. To the graveyard, punk. Come on.
Yeah, when it goes, it's fine. I know what's going on with it.
Depends how much you care. Alright, I'm going to activate Solar Recharge.
Yeah, I think that's still fine.
Still fine?
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright, the Lightful monster I'm going to discard will be Aaron.
Okay.
So after that,
So
I draw 2 and then the mill 2.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, the discard would have happened regardless, but because it's a cost for it. Oh, there he is.
There's a boy. Yep. Ryan's like, what did I miss? It's like, a lot.
You missed it all, my dude.
You're fun. Alright. Oh. Alright. Alright. This is gonna be interesting. I'm going to summon Garoth.
Okay.
I'm going to equip him with the Lightsworn Saber.
So that puts him at 2550,
Yes.
huh? It's slightly painful, but I think that's still okay. Don't get me wrong, it's annoying, but I think I'm alright with it. Because if I Quasar negate that, then my biggest worry is Snatch Steal, right? If I Quasar negate that, then fucking Snatch Steal just wins the game automatically, and
Yeah.
I don't want that.
I mean, Quasar still has 4,000 attacks and has 2 attacks.
2 attacks per turn, yeah.
Oh, is there a way out of this? Maybe not. We're gonna find out here in a second, though. Battle phase, Garoth. Who's the most annoying here? You went through a lot of synchro summons, but something tells me you're not done synchro summoning. It is just 50 points more, and he is annoying, so yeah, I'm gonna attack Stardust Dragon.
Yep, that's fine. Attack negation is not one of the things that this does. That's the shooting star dragon that comes out if you knock this thing down.
Alright, main 2. I'm gonna set 1 and 2. Yeah, I'll turn on that.
Okay. So yeah, even though I didn't actually end up negating anything there, it's like, you know, you can obviously see the sort of
Oh
reasoning
yeah,
for it.
I know. I can see it.
There's just no outing this one though, because I had Duster. Is the other thing here.
Well, there's this. I know you can deactivate that.
Yeah, and I can use Quasar to hit.
Can't negate anything else.
He can't, but I don't think he needs to. Yeah, so I'm just gonna, I mean, this is game on board if I'm learning this right anyway, but I'm just going to show you what I had at the end of last turn. The Death Fog is drawn for turn, but I'm going to show you what I had to extend with there. I could have reborn like Big Fishy, I could have Avarice back, I had Graceful as well. I was like, I don't want to waste your time here, you know. I could have put stuff like Trish on board, but I was like,
I have Pot Avarice, and I had 4 monsters.
Oh, yeah.
And no way discard a 5th monster, so I couldn't activate it, so... Oh,
yeah, it's unfortunate. Yeah, this is one of those ones where it's like, if you can Veiler the activation of Big Fishy, or if you can DD Crow the Fishbowl Blaster out, then, you know, things can go very differently. But beyond that, there are not a lot of things that can stop that turn 1 going first.
The thing is, even going first or second, if you go second, then you have the attacks anyway. Like, that's the horrible thing about that, is that if you go second, you have the summons, and you can just summon everything at once, and then, what am I supposed to do?
It's possible, but you could also end up drawing a trap card as well. That could also help.
Yeah.
It's up to you. It's not an easy decision either way around. That's
It never is. Alright, I'm gonna have to go first then.
Okay. Best of luck, buddy.
There's no such thing as luck. Only zoo.
Only zoo. Swarmfield. Unga Bunga. There you go. All there is.
Unga bunga, unga bunga. Alright, I'm gonna activate Solar Recharge.
Yep. Pitch cost.
I'll discard Shire, because it's too early to use her effect, really.
Okay.
So, draw 2 cards. Then mill 2.
Mirror of Oaths. Ooh. That would be an intriguing one. Yeah, that actually would be pretty good against Big Fishy, wouldn't it? Yeah. That's the kind of thing that I was saying, yeah, going first and whatnot, that's maybe the sort of one you would want.
Alright, make a T-pose, and turn.
Yep. Alright. Okay, not spectacular, but I guess we'll deal with it. We're going to fire off Mori of Greed here. So I'm going to put them in the graveyard first so you can see the cards I'm putting back here. I guess I should have asked if you wanted to negate it first, but I'm pretty sure you were fine. Yeah, so we're going to put back the Fishborg and Royal Swampio. Yeah, I figured this is just the easiest way of showing that I am putting water monsters back rather than... Because I could reveal them, but then maybe I've got like 2 copies of Royal Swampio or something and you don't know. Thinking of that?
I guess.
Okay, less exciting. Go ahead.
Just a little less exciting.
It's like I said, it's boom or bust. So you can see if I open the right cards, it just goes insane. If I don't get the right stuff, then it's not completely helpless, but it's not big enough to deal with Swans, I don't think. Like, just Jane by itself is bigger than like any monster I have in this deck that isn't Big Fishy. The problem with TT after the fish effect, I'm just going to answer Pepper here. The problem with TT after the fish effect is that Oystermeister tokens still come out, so I can still like make, even if it's only a tiny thing, I can still do something with the tokens in play, with like Fishborg and stuff being there. So it's not ideal, but like that's still not a 100% out to it, you know. I could even just leave the tokens in play.
Alright, let's normal summon Aaron.
Ooh, that's pretty good. Shuffles into deck, doesn't he? Yeah,
Yep.
okay. That's pretty good.
Yeah, we'll flip some Dark Resonator.
Ooh, not bad. Not bad at all.
Battle phase. Aaron will attack the face down defense monster. It'll be
And it will
sent
just
in the
get
deck.
shuffled into that. Yeah.
Then Dark
Okay.
Resonator will attack directly.
13.
Then Ming 2. I'll set one. End phase, mill 3.
Yep. Okay. Oh, Now, Duster doesn't do shit in this matchup, so I think that's fine at the moment. Graceful's kind of rough, but like Duster's probably one of the best cards to see milled there, to be honest. Okay, standby main. Well, you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm gonna normal summon Abyssal King Shark.
Yeah, send it back up.
Yep. Yep. You gotta do what you gotta do. That's a pretty good out to that. This is what I mean though, like, even if it was just against Big Fishy, like, having the chance to, say, compulse Big Fish back to hand, like, I think that's the way to do it, right, against this one, is you need to have as much disruption against it as possible. Not gonna lie, that Aaron was really fucking strong as well, though. That was quite a good one that you shuffled back.
Ooh.
But now that I've shown something that's stronger than Aaron, and has some protection to it as well, might be the time to cash it in, huh? Of course, I'm on an open board, so there's not like there's any harm in doing damage either, huh?
Could do that. I think I will. Alright, let's normal summon Lumina.
Yep, that's fine. Oh wow, she's in the graveyard too.
So now I can
forgot
declare
about
her effect, discard a card, then target level 4 lower Lightsworn monster to special summon. So I'm gonna discard Lightsworn Saber.
Yep.
And that's a good question. That is actually a good point here.
23. If Lila comes out, okay, yeah, you're like 13 short at the moment.
But if I get that one,
What level is Shire? She's 3. Okay. I guess technically that does make it, but I don't know if it's good on this board.
That is a good point. I don't know if it's good enough for that board, this board here right now.
Yeah, I was just looking, going, okay, Shire's level 3. You could make Trish off of that, but I don't know if it's good enough on this board.
So yeah, I think I will take Lila.
Yeah, I think Lila's probably the best, like, stable option here. So, about the highest damage potential I see here is 58 on board right now. Yeah, I'm looking at where's the lethal as well. I don't think even Goyo at 2800 level 6 would do it, to be honest. I think you need another summon. Yeah. Would it have been? Oh, I guess, yeah, that would have been another... Yeah, because the highest I see at the moment, yeah, is about 58. So I guess, yeah, if that would have required having Goyo Guardian, so we can't really talk about that too much, because we don't have that.
Yeah. I guess battle phase, they're all just going to attack here. Like, doesn't matter.
Yep.
Lumina.
So, we'll do it. Yep.
Resonator.
1013.
Alright.
I like that you're playing around Gauze here. That is very good. Because you never know. Yep. And then Call of the Haunted.
Yeah, Call of the Haunted. Man, that would have been funny. That would have.
Yeah, Call of the Haunted. Bring back Krabons. Get fucked.
That would have been funny.
It would have been so good. Yeah, pre-errata Dark Strike Fighter, yeah. Also cards that we don't have. Oh, speaking of that, that's going to be an interesting question for your rule set, isn't it, Pepper? Or for the rule set we're making for the... I'm assuming it's going to be like the big multi-person draft thing. How the hell is Dark Strike Fighter going to work? That's... I guess that got errated in 2014, didn't it? So it's Armory Arm is the one that was errated in 2011, which is during 5Ds.
Alright, I'm going to sync Dark Resonator and Lila.
Okay.
For 7. To special summon the Fairy Dragon for defense.
That's pretty good, yeah.
Alright, then end phase and mill 3 and 3.
Okay, yeah.
A bunch of lights one this time. Alright.
Pretty big, yeah. Alright. It's gonna have to be big. Okay. I mean, I've got to go for it. We're gonna Monster Reborn, target the Dragoneth.
Yep.
Okay.
In your graveyard. So.
Yeah, so it is only 2k. I mean, if you've got another monster, you've got another monster. I think here, I think I'm still gonna have to just go with what I can. We're gonna normal summon the Abyss King Shark. We're gonna go battle phase. We're gonna try and hit King Shark over Aaron.
And yeah.
Well done. GG's. Yeah, that's gonna be that. So I'll show. I mean, obviously I've got a thing after that. I will show you what I was working with. It's like there was no hope on this one. Take a look at that.
Oof.
There's no playable. We're really within that. Like, I couldn't play the King Shark thing either. I needed to. The reason, obviously, the forfeit immediately. Like, sure, the King Shark stays alive, but then Lumina like doesn't have anything going against it. You had JD anyway, So there really wasn't a whole lot that I was gonna get out of that, which is fine. I mean, again, this deck booms and busts as it does, and the card you shuffled back was Dupe Frog. That would have put most of this hand online, actually, because if you look at what I've got, I would have Dupe Frog. I would have gotten Swap Frog out. Swap Frog would have let me discard Ronin Toad in and pitch Substitoad to the graveyard, which I could then salvage back and normal summon Substitoad down, and I would have done the Toad Engine part of this.
So the monster that Aaron sent back into the deck was actually a pretty important one then.
It was, yeah, because if Dupe Frog was destroyed instead, I could have actually like done the whole thing around this.
This is why Aaron is very good then.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely.
So I had Judgment Dragon like in the first draw, and I was waiting for a good chance to just summon it. And of course, all those Light Swarm monsters I had in the graveyard, I could. But I was like, I know I could sync off all the Light Swarms at this point and do it that way. But like, you know, I want more Light Swarms than graveyard anyway. If I have to have something, you know, to be on the field, Judgment Dragon, so I could just get down the field. Drill Synchron is mainly there just to summon the Drill Warrior. But he could summon in other things as well. So like 3 and 4 could summon into Bryonic, or 3 and 3 Bryonic. 3 and 7 could do Power Tool, X Saber. I was debating hard between Ancient Fairy or X Saber. Like before when I had the 4 monsters
yeah.
out, I wanted X Sabers like, I could have them discard a card or place one of them card from the hand to the top of the deck, which that would have been more disruptive as well. But
oh, would it ever? I'd have probably just instantly lost on
Yeah.
the spot with that. I mean, I had Reborn, but like, no, that would have probably just been a loss
Yeah.
on the spot.
But Ancient
Yeah,
Fairy
it's
Dragon to
pretty
have
cool.
as a defensive monster, because I know you're gonna have other monsters out there as well. Was like the big thing as well.
Yeah, I was hoping to be able to, like, even just... I mean, I'd say draw a tuner, but this deck doesn't actually... Yeah, you need that back. This deck doesn't actually have a tuner that would work with Dragonif, like, out the bat, because Fishbowl Blaster needs waters, and Royal Swampio only works with fish. So, the tuning side of this is limited, but it obviously works within itself really well. Monster Reborn's not really meant to be reviving the opponent's cards. It's meant to revive Big Fishy when I discard it for Swat Frog or something, you know?
Yeah, that's fair. So you've seen this deck before several times here. This deck is the staple of being the Lightsworn deck I need to probably put into savings.
Yeah, no, it's still good. Man, that Darkfall would have been really nice here as well, because Big Fishy summons
Yeah,
multiple
and
cards,
that's why
so
I
it
had
would have
Darkfall
been
in there. I was like,
ideal
yeah,
thing.
we need to put that in there.
Yep. So you can see the general idea of this. You see, like, okay, the first game I didn't quite draw what I needed. I just drew a bunch of the fish and that was it. Game 2, I opened Painful Choice and Big Fishy and just won the game immediately. And Game 3, I couldn't quite get stuff together off it. It is boom and bust, but oh my god, when it wins, it wins hard, you know?
Let's see here.
So, you know, the funny thing is, I was expecting the Lightsworn stuff. It's not in this side deck. I might as well say over now, because this side deck's got its own special plan. I actually, in the TG deck and in the Quick Draw deck, I managed to fit 2 of them in. I actually sided Light Imprisoning Mirror, because I knew you were going to play Fable, because that was the one that you won with before, right? In the actual main sets. And then I expected Lightsworn was going to be one of the decks you would take. So I was like, if I put Light Imprisoning Mirror in, then at least JD can't use its effect. All the Lightsworn mill stuff doesn't happen, so it slows the deck down a fair bit. I was like, yeah, I could actually... And Lumina can't play, right? So I was like, yeah, that actually works really well.
This is still just one Judgment Dragon.
Yeah.
It wasn't needed this time around, but that's still just one Judgment Dragon.
That's the scary bit, isn't it? Yeah.
So maybe 2 may be a bit overpowered. I don't know yet.
I mean, it was semi-limited in the actual thing off of it. We could, I guess, try with stuff at some point.
Yeah,
we'll see.
We'll do that. We'll deal with that as we go on. In the meantime, I'm just gonna go ahead and end the stream there. So currently, it is 4-2. Gamer Cal with 10 individual wins. Me with 6 individual wins. Individual in duels and whatever, but I'm still on the hot seat. Cal still has his fish deck to maybe get a chance to get through this, so match number 7 is going to be interesting. Excuse me.
Sure is.
Excuse me while I cough my lung out.
Oh.